So a couple weeks ago, I took a road trip with some close friends to go up island to Tofino, British Columbia. It's one of the pros about living on an island. COVID does exist here, but it's much more contained, and everyone's been doing a great job of keeping social circles close and closed. Anyways, I've had this footage for a while now, and I wasn't really sure what to do with it. I wrote a script like 3 times and scrapped them all, but I think I finally got something I want to talk about. I want to talk about listening, which is kind of the point of this whole project, but it's something I've really worked at and dedicated a lot of headspace to growing up. I was a super shy kid. My mom and I talk about it on episode 10 of the podcast, if you haven't listened, but it was pretty intense. I hid behind my parents in public, kept to myself, and honestly spent a lot of time listening. It took time and some of my early school teachers to get me out of my shell and start expressing myself, but I've always more identified with my reserved side. I saw it a lot as a weakness. I got my fair share of bullying, weird looks, and last picks for sports at school. I wasn't one to put myself first. I remember when I was a bit older, I watched the documentary Bowling for Columbine, a film that explores the causes and potential effects of the 1999 Columbine high school shooting. People speculated that the 2 shooters were motivated by rock music, and Marilyn Manson quickly became a target. In the documentary, they interview Manson, asking his perspective and what he would say to the kids at Columbine. He responded, "I wouldn't say a single word to them. I would listen to what they have to say," and that's what no one did. And that stuck with me for a long time. As I got older, I started to understand the courage it takes to put someone else first, and the good that it can bring, and sometimes the bad, but it depends on your perspective of the world. I choose to believe that most people are inherently good. I could very easily be wrong, but I think life is a little bit easier to stomach that way. Listening, like so many other things, is about intention. I'm sure you've heard that before, but it's so important to listen to hear, not to speak. The most fundamental times of growth in my life have occurred when I felt heard. Getting feedback and advice is always valuable, but it hits 100% harder if I feel like the person giving it understands what I'm going through. So here's a few things I've learned about listening that maybe you can use in the future. First of all, it's okay to let the silence be. There needs to be breathing room in conversation. Avoid solutions unless directly asked. Most of the time I've found that people know what they need to do, but they just need help talking it out first. Which means when it's your turn to speak, ask them to define, expand, or rephrase what they said. You know, as humans, we aren't too keen on bearing our true feelings. Sometimes it can take a little bit of convincing, a push. And as a listener, it's your job to provide the space for that, a space that's open, honest, but understanding. There's a lot more to it, but those are the key fundamentals I try to stick to. But then again, I can't count the times after a conversation where I've asked myself, could I have been a better listener for them? I definitely don't have it all figured out. It's a never-ending process. The learning comes with time. But I'm happy to keep learning, and we can do it together. Because for however long you continue to tune into Blonde Radio, I'll be here. And as you listen, I listen. It's nice. And I wouldn't want it any other way.
Right, the winner is 3, 2, 1. Raw winners here.
Oh my god, what a turn of events.
In a historic first.
And folks, that's all we got for you today. My name is Karina Schuler.
You think that's
Good night.
salvageable at all?
And then we go cut away.